making a childhood favorite, this amazing 10-minute ice cream cake. You won't believe how easy it is to make your very own ice cream cake at home. No mold required, no store-bought ice cream. We're making everything from scratch today, but she's gonna be easy, quick, and delicious. We're gonna start out by making the sponge. We're using this specific sponge recipe because it doesn't freeze completely. The last thing you wanna make is a rock hard ice cream cake that feels like you're biting into a brick. This recipe allows you to make a delicious ice cream cake with a soft sponge. It's gonna be delicious. You wanna beat the eggs, gradually adding the sugar until the mixture triples in volume and turns a light pale mayonnaise color. I'll leave everything in the description box along with a full written method on my website. We're gonna bloom the cocoa with some hot milk. This will dissolve the cocoa and intensify the overall chocolate flavor of the cake. You're gonna add this chocolate pudding-like deliciousness to your eggs. Now, normally I would tell you to carefully fold this in, but because we're making a sheet cake today, I just find it's way easier to spread out a looser batter. So I'm just gonna use a mixer. The batter will slightly deflate, but it should still hold somewhat of its structure. Do not mix this for more than 15 seconds. You're gonna sift in the dry ingredients. Sifting is crucial because, again, you wanna mix the batter as little as you can to avoid losing that air. And the only way to do that is to get rid of those lumps beforehand, people. Use a spatula. I like to do what I call the folded mix. It's the easiest way to combine the batter. Combine this well, but again, do not knock all the air out. You're gonna transfer this batter onto a cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper. You do wanna lightly grease the paper so the cake doesn't stick. Use a spatula to spread out the batter. Do not bang the cookie sheet. You can give it a slight jiggle, and you're gonna pop this baby in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius or 340 Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so while the cake is cooling, this is the perfect time to bust out your phone and play Best Fiends. I'm on level 90. That's how much I love this game. So I was super excited when Best Fiends reached out to sponsor today's video. Best Fiends is a free puzzle adventure game where you solve thousands of fun puzzles and collect these super cute characters called fiends to defeat slugs by matching same colored objects. Honestly, I could play this game for hours. It's a super fun and relaxing game. I love puzzles and games that make you think. This is my go-to game at night. After dinner, I get cozy, and it's my way to de-stress. What I love about Best Fiends is that you would think it gets much harder as you level up, but it really doesn't to some extent. I play lots of games that once you reach a certain level, I'm not able to move forward anymore. If you like to play games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But Best Fiends is awesome. I just breeze through some levels. Maybe it's just because I'm a pro at this game. I feel like I'm just throwing shade right now, my friends and family, because I'm always competing against them in the game. Definitely try out Best Fiends. It's super fun and relaxing. You can download the game for free using my link, which I'll leave, of course, in the description box below. If you use my link, you'll get $5 worth of gold and diamonds for free if you beat level 5. So download the game, play with your friends and family when you have some downtime. It's really fun. Guarantee you will love it. Okay, so once the cake has cooled, you're gonna turn it over. You do want to put a piece of parchment paper just so the cake doesn't come in contact with the baking sheet. It's really important to allow the cake to cool before flipping it, otherwise it will break. Remove the parchment paper. Thank goodness we greased it, because some cake will stick anyway. You're gonna take a knife and cut your cake in 2 even pieces. Doesn't have to be precise, just eyeball this. How cool is this? We made 2 cakes using 1 sheet pan. Set those to the side, and we're gonna make the ice cream. You could use store-bought ice cream, but honestly, this is so much easier. Try spreading ice cream on a cake, okay? It's gonna be hell. You wanna whip cold heavy cream with vanilla to stiff peaks. As a sweetener, we're gonna use cold sweetened condensed milk. This will give the ice cream a really nice creamy consistency. Now, once you add the sweetened condensed milk, as you're mixing this, you'll notice this mixture will kind of loosen up and become softer. So what you wanna do is continue to mix this until stiff peaks form again. I like to do the spatula test, meaning if you put some ice cream on the spatula and you move it, your ice cream base should stay put. You're gonna pop the ice cream in a piping bag, and this is why you need a stiff base, okay? If the ice cream was loose, it would just not hold. I do like to pipe this high. We want a thick ice cream layer. By the way, if you're new to my channel, hello there, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and click that bell. I post new videos every week. Add the top cake layer, and honestly, this looks already delicious as is. If you want to have this as is, I think it looks really great. I did have some leftover ice cream though, and this is an ice cream cake. I want another thin ice cream layer on top. I did forget to mention, if you want to add some chocolate chips or maybe sprinkles to your ice cream base, please do that. It will make this even more special. Smooth the top as well, and this needs to go in the freezer for a minimum of 8 hours. But I just leave it overnight as it's easier. Okay, so fast forward to the next day. I'm so excited for this. You're gonna take your ice cream cake out of the freezer 20 minutes before serving. Now, I'm gonna cut the sides. This is why it was okay to eyeball the cake layers, because we're gonna even them out right now. Use a serrated knife, and as you can see, the knife goes smoothly right through the cake because the sponge stays soft. Removing the edges was so satisfying. I think it looks great. I love how you can see the different layers. Clean the edges if you wish, and this is ready to be eaten. I gotta say, ice cream cakes are my absolute favorite cakes ever. I used to beg my mom for Carvel ice cream cakes when I was a kid, and I don't think she ever got one. She would buy Viennetta. If you're Italian, you know exactly what Viennetta is. It's good, but it's not Carvel. And as an Italian kid growing up in New York, I was just fascinated with Carvel ice cream cakes. Okay, let's get back to the video. Shush. Shush, shush, okay? If you are celebrating a birthday in summer, this is the absolute perfect birthday cake for you. And even if you're not celebrating a birthday, please make this. It's amazing. It's easy, simple, and it really hits the spots. The cake sponge portion stays soft, doesn't become a brick. The ice cream is creamy and delicious. You will love this. Oh. You're so wild.